My name is Lonnie Baker. I'm a vendor for Ground Cover News, which is a local nonprofit newspaper which puts economically challenged, unemployed, and homeless people to work. My vendor number is 99. I'm visually impaired. I'm legally blind. My vision is 2200. So there is a lot of jobs that I cannot do because of my vision. However, I can sell newspapers and I like the interaction that I have with the people. Most of the donations are used for food, clothes, shelter, hygiene. Ground Cover News is an investment in community and humanity. And I meet a lot of students every day. It's very challenging. The students are very challenging. However, it's the most rewarding because I'm sure that I have met friends that I will have for life right on that corner. I am a very spiritually motivated person, and I try to portray that to everyone that comes across my path every day. And this is something that I came up with. It came from my heart. This is how I literally feel about this newspaper. When you participate in the ground cover newspaper program, you are showing your belief in community and in man. So I started selling ground cover like 3 years ago. I was having trouble finding a job, and I ran into a guy named Eddie Powell who plays the guitar and sells ground cover. And I was explaining my situation to him, and he referred me to ground cover. He said you need to sell the newspapers, and I was like, "What newspaper?" Because I didn't see people out selling. And he said, the ground cover, you go to this church on 4th, Bethlehem United Church of Christ, on 4th in between Williams and Packard is where the ground cover office is. So I went to the office the next day and they didn't ask any questions. They will hire anybody, handicapped, whatever you got going on. You can sell newspapers. It's an option for anybody. They gave me a sales lesson. They started me off with 10 papers, gave me an identification, an orientation. And the first place, ironically, that I went to sell the newspaper was in front of St. Mary's Church. For some reason, I felt very comfortable in front of St. Mary's. And this is not on a Sunday, this is like on a Monday, on a weekday. But I just felt very comfortable in front of St. Mary's Church. The community embraced me. That's one thing I like about selling newspapers also. It's the fact that the community literally embrace people who are out selling newspapers. I have met some very, very special people selling newspapers. I actually have one friend who moved to California. His name is Mike. He's in computer business, and we correspond by a phone. And when he comes to Michigan, we get together for dinner. Me, him, and his girlfriend. We've been doing this for a few years, and it's like amazing. You know, what I aim to do when I sell newspapers is make it a experience for a person to buy a newspaper. Everybody that come past me every day, I tell them, have a great day and God bless you. I was at the farmer's market a month ago. An older couple walked by me. And I told them, have a great day and God bless you. And when they returned past me again, they stopped and said, you are so pleasant to walk by. And then they said, the newspaper is good, but you're gooder. Dealing with me has always been positive. I enjoy the work that I do. That's probably very important that I enjoy selling the newspaper. and interacting with the people. I met a lady named Peggy Lynch, who is she has an organization called Mission and Mercy House. She's a very great lady. I met her at St. Mary's Church, and we became very good friends. And I am presently residing in one of her homes. These are the types of people that I have met in my selling ground cover career. I was one of four siblings. I have two sisters and a brother. One sister lives in Tucson, Arizona, one in Detroit, Michigan. My brother lives in Belleville, Michigan. I am very close with, I'm closer to one of my sisters than any other. And I think we were closer growing up as kids also. We were 2 years apart. Now we communicate on the phone every day. I got a lot of love for her. I have a lot of love for all of my siblings. I just don't communicate with them or see them as much as I would like to, because everybody's doing different things in life, and I'm up here trying to promote ground cover to everybody, so I try to stay busy. I went to the Detroit public school system. I was born and raised in Detroit. I've been in Ann Arbor since 1983, so I've been here for a long time, and I love it here. I would call this my home. Ann Arbor is like the greatest place to me on earth. I love it here. I have two cats where I live. When I come in the door at night, Clyde is there waiting on me. Between 8 and 9:30, he's like right there, like waiting, and it's unbelievable the personality that these cats have. I enjoy interacting with the cats. I enjoy watching them live their feline life, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I love pets. It's they're great. They're great companions for people. I wake up in the morning and take a shower, get my stuff together that I'm aware. I'm very conscious about how I look when I go out to work and sell the newspaper to the public, because I try to be professional. So I try to have a professional look. I might fall short, but I aim to do that. So then I try to get a Bible study in for 20 or 30 minutes. I feed the cats, make sure my area is clean, and then I go to Starbucks. Well, selling newspapers, a person receives a lot of rejection. Rejection is like, it's like molecules. It's all around, and in order for a person to have any amount of success selling newspapers, they cannot let the rejection deter them. They have to have what I call stick-to-itiveness. They have to be able to withstand the rejection and stick to their plan. Their plan is to sell newspapers. They have to stick, they have to keep on going regardless of, you know, rejection, regardless of a lot of other things also, regardless of the weather, regardless of any other condition that might affect selling the newspaper. And then a person can become somewhat successful in the job of selling newspapers, which is a very very hard job to do. First of all, it's not easy to sell newspapers to people on the streets, and it's a very humbling job to have. In my belief, it's really good to be humble, to learn to be humble, because it's so easy not to be humble in life. And we know that humbleness is one of the, it's a virtue. It's a blessing to be humble on this earth. Psalms 23 would be my favorite Bible verse. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restoreth my soul. It says it all in the first verse of Psalms 23. And that's basically how I feel about life. The Lord is my shepherd. I had a friend give me this the other day. I was not familiar with it until the other day, and this is the Good Shepherd's cross. And he told me the story of it when he gave it to me, that Pope Francis, when he went into the slums, he would keep this in his hand to keep him calm and keep him and centered, and you know, and so I try to keep it in my hand as much as possible too, to keep me calm. If I become anxious, put it in my hands.